What's up, my dudes? Got us another No Man's Sky Planet review, finally. I know it's been months and months. I'm just so ready for that next update to come out for this game, but I came across this planet right here, and this is probably the most tropical looking planet I've seen from the outside. Pretty much in the history of ever in this game. Look how tropical this planet looks right here, dude. Does that not look like an absolute just water wonderland? Oh my god, it's got the little purple on the outside edge, but it's just like got that really cool looking aqua blue water to it. That is very intriguing. That just caught my eye from a mile away. So let's go check out this planet right here. Now, I did actually fly down to it before, like just once, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We got to do a planet review on this puppy. This is looking really cool right here. So, but I haven't even walked around the planet at all. I just like barely flew down to it. So, okay, let's see what we got. Now, I do think there are floating islands on this planet. Let's see. So that's just a rock. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's try to get out on an island here. I want to try to get on one that's maybe a little bit bigger. But yeah, man, No Man's Sky. Been a minute since I've done one of these planet reviews. Believe me, man, I still love this game to death. There's no question about it. This game, I feel like it's always going to have a place for me anyways. I know a lot of people are probably getting tired of it or bored of it by now. I'll always enjoy this game. No matter if they never even updated it again, I would still enjoy it. But this next update, I feel like it's really going to surprise a lot of people. And maybe, you know, I know you got to be careful with No Man's Sky with the hype and the expectations of it all. But it really does seem like they're going to try to fully re-innovate and kind of regroup everything that they're doing with it. So, okay, so let's, got a bit of a floating island right here. Let's see if we can land on this. So it's got this interesting sort of kind of orange ground mixed with a little bit of a darker rock color to it. Looks pretty cool, man. So this is a tropical planet, but it actually has the desert sort of plants on it. So this is kind of like a Oasis planet right here. And it's interesting. I like how it's got that look to it. This is a biome mixture that you would have never found in No Man's Sky at the very beginning. You might have found sort of desert style planets at the beginning, but you would never find a tropical, like, ocean planet mixed with a desert planet. You would never ever find that. So this is a sort of a something that has been created after some of their little variation things that they've added within their updates and stuff. So this is definitely a one of those like 1 in 100 planets right here for sure. This is looking really good. So as far as the creatures, got some of those little plant-based organic style creatures here. We got some lettuce walkers. Got some dudes over here. Wow. Got some pot plant hoppers. Wow. Whenever I very first saw those sort of creatures in the game, that was definitely a fun experience. So either way, let's jump off of this little floating island thing right here. It would have been so cool if this game had like the waterfalls coming off of the floating islands in the game. Oh my god, dude, that would have added so much to it. So that would have been very, very cool to have seen that. But either way, let's go ahead and work our way down here. Yeah, just very visually appealing style planet with the really aqua blue water mixed with this kind of orange texture tone off in the on the actual ground of the planet. Looks really, really good. Very good color contrasting planet here. Nice little underwater cave area. Love that plant right there coming down. It looks sick. So we could find some sharks because I kind of feel like I'm on the beaches of Australia right now. So might find us some great white action here. Not really sure. Maybe no creatures at all under the water. Let's see. But yeah, man, been a while since I've been on here doing planet reviews. It just kind of got to that point. The reason why I never really did a whole lot of planet reviews, and I might have told this story before, but because of that lacking variation with No Man's Sky, you couldn't really do it as much as I wanted to do, like planet reviews. It was never going to take off because there wasn't all that much variation in the game. It was going to get to the point where I was reviewing planets that I'd basically already seen before because of the variation being somewhat repetitive and some of the stuff looking very, very similar. So that's why I kind of tapered off of that. But it might, if they really add that variation like I was thinking the game would have had from the beginning, the gigantic creatures and the all different kinds of biomes, like I was saying, the waterfalls coming off of the floating islands and rivers, and if they add more variation to the caves and all that different stuff, super dense, deep, thick jungle planets with tall trees and tall plants. If they really get in there and add that variation, I promise you I will start doing planet reviews on a consistent basis. Like, I will get back into doing that. That was just always the biggest, kind of deterrent for me was, you got to love the little squiggly lines in the water. Oh, man. Wow. No Man's Sky has always had that problem with their water, like from the very get-go. They've never totally fixed that aspect. Ooh. Here's some dude skis. What's up? So it seems like we have that sort of puffer fish mixed with a penguin. I don't even know what you call that. Puffer penguin. What's up, dude? So, yeah, that's cool. Go ahead and scan these guys. Okay. Looks like temperament is defensive, so those dudes could definitely attack. Okay. They look like, they kind of got that anglerfish. Look at the heads on those guys. Got that anglerfish look to them. That's an interesting little creature design there. But wouldn't it be so cool to see like a gigantic anglerfish in the water? That would just be such a cool gameplay element. Okay, so we might end up finding a bit of a predatorial style creature, since those were probably the hunted, I'm assuming. Might find them on a different spot of the planet. I say let's go ahead and get in the ship and then fly somewhere else on the planet here. Maybe more inland. We're kind of on a bit of a bizarre little side beach. Oh, I may not be able to put this puppy anywhere right here. Let's see. Can I go ahead? Yeah, let's just... Can I put this down? Ooh, I don't know if there's going to be any room for it. Not right here. I'm going to have to put it... Oh, can I... Can I seriously put it on this? Let me see. Oh, that's going to be rough. Let me kind of see what I can do. Can't move because I got that going. Okay, let's hop up right here. All right, let's put this little geo bay down. Okay, now we got this. Go ahead and hop in this little guy. Let's get in here real quick. So it does seem like there is some temperature going on the planet. Looks like a bit of a heat storm or something going. Man, I do like the feeling. I like the vibe of the planet though. Just kind of a cool different feel to it, man, for sure. So big ocean feeling right here. Gonna be quite the journey to this other side. Not too far though. Just a nice little journey to this other... This might be its own little section of islands here. So we'll check this out, and then I may fly like super far inland if I can find a bigger landmass over there. But yeah, we definitely got some storms going on, so going to be more of a hostile style planet. So I kind of rounded off little bowl bit of terrain right here. All right, let's see if we can get up on this puppy. Very interesting how there's like these little pink... It's almost like the cactuses can kind of have like a pink coloration to them. It's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and drop down right here. Can already see some fish in the water. Okay, that's some more of those one dudes that we already seen on the other side. That's really making me think that there's going to be more underwater creatures here. It's really giving me that feeling. I don't know. Let's hope we don't get swallowed from the deep, dark depths of the water here. Okay. not seeing anything just like directly. And I don't like to use my scanner like I've always talked about before. I like things to be a bit more of a surprise than that. I feel like if you just jump down somewhere and instantly use your scanner, it kind of eliminates that whole fun to it. Not seeing much of anything though. Some of you guys are probably like, Spencer, just pull out your scanner. You can probably find it. It's like, no, dog. I want it to be real. I want it to be more of a surprise element. So these storms are getting gnarly. I'm going to have to fly up out of here. Let's get back to the chill beaches. Okay, let's see if we can park that ship completely at a 90-degree angle. Rock on, dog. All right, let's get in real quick, and we will go to the other side. So basically, creature potential, pretty much just those underwater, so far anyways, pretty much just those little underwater dudes, and then the little plant-style hopping creatures that were there from the beginning. Dude, I just love how it's got that purple and aqua blue kind of little aurora haze, whatever you want to call it, around the planet. Atmosphere, I guess, is what it is. You know, it's kind of got that like purple, aqua blue atmosphere. That's really cool. I've never actually seen that in this game. You see it right there. Woo! That looks really good, dude. I've never seen that combination. It seems like I've seen one that's got like that blue color that really, I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever seen a plant that really had this much aqua blue coloration to it. Usually the sort of like island tropical style planets, they're more of your true blue. They're not as aqua blue as this, but this has got that really, really aqua Hawaii, Australia style blue mixed with your, very orange coloration ground, kind of desert feel on the actual inland terrain. So it's quite the interesting planet when you compare it to some of the ones that just don't have any water at all. It's actually very, very cool when you compare it to that. Very vibrant colors on the planet. You know, it's not a dull orange. It's a very like pop out style orange, and the water's a very pop out style aqua blue. So always love those vibrant colored planets in this game. So down in the lowland style sections, got more of a gray tone to it. So I'm guessing that's how the inner caves look. Kind of got that like light gray coloration with some of those more round style rocks. So yeah, there's another one of those little dudes over there. I love this rock right here. That one, that's sick. That really pulls the planet together. If they had bigger rocks like that on the planet, it would have made it kind of more cool up in some of these mountain sections. You know, if they would have really had a bit more bigger variation, bigger rocks. Like I was saying, it would have been cool to see bigger plants in this game, but it's not just the plants, it's the rocks too. You don't realize how cool that would really look having humongous actual rock models in the game. That would add so much to this game, dude. I promise you it would. Could you imagine just like 50 of, let me see if I can find it, like this rock over here. Could you imagine? Just picture this in your mind. Okay, you see this? Oh, dude, that rocks. I think that one's even cooler than the other one. That is sick right there, dude. Could you imagine like 100 of these rocks right here, but upscaled and all kind of like placed together on the side of the mountain right there? Could you imagine how cool that would be to go in and discover that and kind of parkour over that instead of just having like one of them sitting here, one of the objects sitting here? Such a cool object. It would just be so sick to see that kind of, you know, splattered and really expanded size-wise on the planet, and that would it would make it to where you blend that sort of like actual just raw terrain feeling with your objects. And that's something No Man's Sky has always sort of struggled with, is when you hop down on a planet, you can really see the separation between the actual terrain and then the objects on the terrain. You can see it right here. Like if you just look at the terrain, you can really notice that, and then you notice where all your little objects are randomly placed. So it's like, okay, object right there, rock right there, object right there, and then it's terrain everywhere else. You understand what I'm saying? But if they start melding those two together, where you've got like 50 of those rock objects right there kind of placed up on this mountain over here, then it'll blend everything in better and making it to where your grass can actually be taller. All of that kind of stuff, and your smaller rocks on the ground like this can be bigger. That will just blend everything into this game so much better, I feel like. But yeah, let's see. Okay, got some more islands out here. So overall, very cool mixture of biomes here on this planet. Let's drop down this cave. So yeah, the cave's got that kind of light gray tone to it on the inner parts of the cave. Nice little cool green light on that rock right there. So the variation of this game, it's very hard to explain, but it's, oh wow, this is a cool little cave area. Look at that. Almost feel like you would have never seen a cave like this when the game first came out. You know what I'm saying? This looks a lot better than it used to, but still not quite where it needs to be. That's what I'm saying about No Man's Sky. It's like they've improved the variation just little by little with each one of these updates. I wouldn't say the variation has ever been like the main thing of any one of these updates. It's always kind of been a backdrop thing that they've just been kind of adjusting on and fixing a little bit, even though I think it's the most important thing they should be worried about and fixing in the game currently, because that's kind of where everything stems from. But what I'm saying though is, like, you can see how they've improved the variation just little by little, and if they really keep on that variation improvement grind and they really get it to that point where it's just like there's so much more variation, you don't feel like you're seeing the same rock in every cave and, you know, that sort of thing. If they really get that varied, oh dude, the potential for this game is just unimaginable. It's unreal. All those people that were super hyped about the early E3 trailers of this game, if they just make the game like that, which they can, it's fairly close to it. It just needs more variation. That's all it needs, dude, is more variation, plant size, creature size, decal variation, creature variation, animations, movements, patterns, groupings of creatures, all of that little stuff. If they can just put that variation on that stuff, oh my gosh, the potential for this game. That's what I always say about No Man's Sky, is it's the whole of an amazing game. It's the whole of those E3 trailers, you know. It's basically like the alpha stage of those E3 trailers. That's what No Man's Sky feels like right now. Feels like it's the, you know, the alpha, beta fucking stages of what we were all expecting the game to be. So we can still get that game, is what I'm saying. You know, we can still get that, especially since they're really trying to still update the game, and they got this big next update. No telling what that's going to be, but just saying, you know, all you people that were really hyped about the game at that point, we can still potentially have that game eventually, man. And that's just what keeps me so intrigued with this game, is the fact that I feel like we might actually end up, you know, being able to see that game eventually there. So either way, not really seeing too many more creatures, but very, very cool biome here. I'm going to give this thing a, oh, look at that sunlight coming in. You got the purple haze in the background, pink purple haze, and then the aqua blue color coming down. That looks really good right there. Sorry to blind you guys. Let me put some sunglasses on you real quick. But yeah, in an overall sense, I'm going to give this planet I've never seen this combination of biomes, but as far as the current state of the game, and there might be a couple of creatures underwater that I haven't really seen or discovered or whatever, but I did kind of like these one little guys right here. Kind of have that real alien looking head on them. Then got the kind of plant base to them, little babies. What's up, little baby? Couple different variations of that. So that coloration, dude, though, where it had the kind of the atmosphere was pink, but it was also purple, kind of like pink, very hot pink purple style color mixed with the super aqua blue color. Man, those two color combinations look really, really good. You got these nice little desert planets. Plants. I said planets. Oh boy, nice little desert plants with some of your cactuses, some of your smaller. Kind of looks like they got fuzz on them, cactuses. You know, this kind of style right here. Then you got, like I said, your bigger rock style models in there as well. So overall, I'm going to give it a 9. I think it's, very, very close to that 10 potential, but I don't know. I mean, it definitely could have been maybe a little bit better creature, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to do a planet review nowadays with No Man's Sky because I know the game's going to change so much more once they get the next update out and then the next update. So it's just kind of basing it upon what the game looks like at the current state that I'm doing the review at. That's really all I can even remotely base it off of, but looks very, very cool. And as far as difficulty goes, let's see. Choking sandstorms, regular sentinels, non-existent flora, and fauna is typical. Okay, so that's interesting. So we've got choking sandstorms. I've never actually seen that exact weather effect in the game, so that is kind of cool. Doesn't seem like the water is actually... That's a different fish right there. You guys notice it doesn't actually have the fin on the side? Very similar looking, but it doesn't have the really long fins on the side. So that's interesting. Dude, there's got to be some sort of... Let's go ahead and do a little bit of scanning since I basically didn't do that at all before. There may not be, though. May not be anything else in the water. But, yeah, difficulty I would definitely say is probably on that hard level. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes. Oh, I didn't even name the planet. Let's go in here and name this puppy. Let's go... Oasis. Oasisa. Oasisa.